89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
There we go.
What a way to start the day. Here on this 19th day of June in the year 2018, Anno Domini, this is the Den Ken's Den.
The views expressed by the host during his monologue are those solely of his own. Not necessarily those of Westfield State University, the radio club, our underwriters, or sane people who happen to be listening or in the room. Bob's crawling under the desk. And now...
Here we go.
You know what, Pete?
What's going on, Ken?
I will start off with a measurement today.
Okay.
4.5.
Okay.
What in the world could I be talking about? Be careful. Kenny decided to clean and organize one of his bookcases this weekend.
All right.
On this particular bookcase, I've been stowing the copies of my monologue each week.
Oh, okay.
It has been a few years since I did anything with this bookcase.
Right.
4.5 inches of paper.
No kidding.
That have my past monologues on them. That's thicker than a ream.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it would be.
Yes, I have them all saved on a hard drive, but they are saved using a date format for the title.
Okay.
I have no idea what is written in each file. Holding onto the hard copy Could also make easier reference should I ever need to look back for something. But I haven't had to do that yet. When I saw this collection of past rents, I thought about how a tree must have screamed when it was chopped down so that I could have a clean piece of paper to print them out on. I thought about all the ink expended when those were printed out. I then became concerned with my carbon footprint.
God.
Oh, I feel sarcasm coming on.
No. From Canada.
You know, the printer uses electricity when it prints something out. Then I really started to question everything. The computer I use to write all those up on also uses electricity. That's more of an effect I have on my carbon footprint. But my mind wandered further. My computer monitor also uses some of that electricity. Then the thoughts of the impact that the manufacturing of my printer, computer, and monitor may have had on the earth started to settle in.
Tragic.
I really started to feel concerned.
It's all about the children.
A moment here.
I'm verklempt. The impact that my weekly rants was having on our planet was starting to get to me. And then I found myself practically jumping out of bed in a sweat with my heart pounding.
Uh-oh.
It was all a dream. A messed up dream, but a dream altogether.
Oh, God, Bobby.
Come on, anyone who knows me knows I'm not a crunchy granola tree hugger who's worried about their carbon footprint or whether a cow fart is going to cause global warming.
Hey. Protect those cows.
I would have no issue at all driving a 69 Cutlass with a Rocket 455 V8 engine down the road that had no catalytic converter or even much for an exhaust for that matter. But something did trigger that dream. I did organize one of my bookcases.
Oh.
I did find that stack of printouts. I also found some old prescriptions I had never finished. I found some Percocet, Valium, and Ativan.
Oh my God, help it.
And yes, they were prescribed for me.
Oh.
I know they are now worth their weight in gold, but I question their potency after sitting around for a few years.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can now verify that at least one of those keep their potency for quite some time.
See?
Don't go running to conclusions. I didn't put together a pill cocktail in order to figure things out. I tried one of them because I know how I respond to one. I'm not a dumbass. I don't abuse prescription medicine. You know, there was a lot of humor in this monologue this morning. Myself living alone, it is okay that I came across some old pills. But there's no humor involved. If you have kids and they came across an old stash of yours, the pills you took away could very well still do their thing after years after you put them away. If you have kids or somebody who is at risk at your house, hide those pills really good, or better yet, turn them into the police department, no questions asked. If a child had found the bottles that I had tucked away, they probably would not have made it to the hospital in time to do anything.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. That's how I'm ending this monologue. If my story saves one life, it's worth it not to go out on a high note this morning. Let's pay our bills. We'll be back right after this.
On the oceans and upon our seas, fish full of mercury. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby are alive. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded land? How much more will you from me? Can't you stand?
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Commercial Distributing Company of Westfield. Now in its third generation of family ownership, Commercial is one of the premier beverage distributors of Western Massachusetts. The Plasek family and the staff of Commercial Distributing wishes you good times throughout the year and urges you to drink responsibly. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
You know what? Let's just call it 8:19. All right, we're 5 seconds away from it. Matter of fact, if I talk for another 3 seconds, I can actually say 8:19 on the nose.
There you go.
Here on this 19th day of June in the year 2018, Anno Domini. This is the Den. Ken's Den. Ken Stomsky behind the microphone. Hey, Pete, am I plugged in and
You are. I
potted
saw,
up?
I knew it was coming.
First time for everything. Peter Cole's getting at the keys, and I don't have much volume coming out there. Let me try that again.
A little better.
Hey, guess what? It would help if I'm actually plugged in.
Yes, that would be helpful, yes.
Where's the end of my cord?
I don't know. I was hearing speakers.
Now, was that a...
You're potted up because I just heard you click.
Is that a...
Yeah, so we were hearing my laptop over my microphone.
Yes,
Is that a little
So
cat?
let's do this proper, okay? Peter Cole's Chairman Meow
Hey,
behind the
Wait a
Radio
minute.
Millennium
Hold
Board.
it. That doesn't sound to me like a cat.
that's a cat.
That's a
that
cat.
does not.
That's a
Let me.
cat.
That's a very deep. Meow.
Bob, I have 5 of them. That's a
That's
cat.
a cat.
That's a male cat.
For Kitten of the
That's a-
Keys,
that-
Chairman
yeah,
Meow.
no, is that a male cat? Meow. Doesn't it sound? It sounds fake. Was that you doing that, cat?
Suffering succotash.
I don't know. I'm not.
It's falling apart already, and it's only 8:20.
Oh, who cares? All right. So
Side chick, Kathy Palmer.
meow.
Oh, good Lord.
You know what?
I'm speechless.
Do you want that? You know, Bob, I got one for you, Bob.
Bob's the goat.
I got one for you now.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my God. Holy God. That's for sure this week. Holy.
So I'm
mother.
keeping Bob past his time.
I'm
and I'm
I've
spending
been
the-
past my time for a long.
And I'm spending the next 10 minutes with him on air for a reason. You recognize that music, Bob?
I've been
Unfortunately,
reading
yes.
all the
Peter,
promos.
here we
all
go.
the
You
promos.
ready? You ready?
It is time for Big Brother.
It's happening.
You know, it was nice that they had Celebrity Big Brother because it got us.
It got us our fix.
It got us our fix, and now we've got 3 months of Big Brother to look forward to. When's it start? June.
Big Brother 20 starts June 27th.
Wow.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And yesterday about 4 p.m. in the afternoon,
I saw it.
they released the cast of Big Brother 20.
Yeah, I did.
And you know, I think last year we went over the cast and then we came up with nicknames, but we're not going to be able to come up with our nicknames until we see the first episode and we judge everyone.
Yeah, well, you know, they got the picture and then they have a bio of them and their age and everything. And there's always an older guy. This year's older guy is 40 years old. He is
And usually they're the one closer to 50.
Right.
So
right.
they're on the younger side this year.
Yeah, but still, he doesn't fit in, and you know he's going to get kicked off.
He's going to be the first one. Second or third.
Yeah.
They're going to hold him around because he's going to play the father figure role to some of these young girls.
I just don't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's usually what happens on the show with the older guy.
Yeah, right. I know. And then they have one guy, young man, who is, I guess, the gay token. Is that what?
Well, we'll get up to not the gay token, the token gay, because they always have at least one.
I don't understand. What's the difference?
Well,
Okay.
the proper saying, and you as a professor of English should know
that's,
it's
token gay.
token gay.
All right.
But look,
I'm the token gay in this panel here. Yeah. Right. Or I'm the gay token.
You're my gay token, Bob.
All right.
Oh,
all
he's
right.
more than that.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay.
So first on the list is Angela Rummans. She's 26 and she's from currently in Playa Vista, California. She's a fitness model.
Wonderful.
And, you know, there's always a fitness model every year, it seems, or somebody really athletic. Or
Yeah,
sporty.
you know, when I was doing television, when I was doing those quiz shows in New York City, they would always give you an occupation that was not an occupation if you were an actor. So I wonder to what extent some of these names are.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a fitness model. She's 26, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So another cast member, and we're just going to quickly go over their name, age, and what they do.
Yeah, the age is the important
just
part.
so we get
on,
a feel of
Peter,
what we
take
might
notes.
expect. Angie, and you know, several people have nicknames and quotations this year. You know, like Snooki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angie Rockstar Lantry.
You know that anybody with a nickname Rockstar is going to be obnoxious.
She's 34 from Columbia, Maryland, and she's a stay-at-home mom. So
Well, she's a
Rockstar is a
Rockstar.
stay-at-home mom.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can a rock star be a stay-at-home mom? I'm sorry.
Well, stay-at-home moms are rock stars because they have to take care of their.
I'm staying
that
out of
would be
this
the
one.
cliche.
I wouldn't call yourself. Never mind.
All right.
Also,
yeah.
in the cast this year is Bailey Dayton. She's 25 from Atlanta, Georgia.
What's her
She is
occupation?
a flight attendant. So she's seen a lot, and she knows how to talk to people and deal with people. She may be one of the people to look out for in this. Matter of fact, I'm calling that right now.
Okay, got it. Okay.
You don't share the same thoughts on that.
No, it depends on the airline that she's working for.
Southwest.
Yeah. Her Bailey is her name. Bayle. Bailey.
Mm-hmm. You can read that far away without your readers?
Yeah, how do you like
Bailey,
that?
Ellie.
Yeah, well, because I have new lenses in my eyes. If it were,
Former Miss Missouri.
former Miss Missouri.
I just Googled her.
Okay. So she can sing, dance, or play the accordion.
On top of being a flight attendant,
And
she is a
whistle.
certified yoga instructor.
Good.
Binge watching random TV shows she likes and Marvel. You know, I'm starting to hate her.
Yeah, all right. So go on to Brett Robinson.
Brett Robinson is 25. He's currently from Charleston, Massachusetts.
So they always have one from the
Charlestown.
Boston area.
And it's always from the east side of
And
the
is he
state.
a policeman or something?
He is a cybersecurity engineer. Pete, that might be somebody you'd like to follow.
Is that the one you're talking about? Is that her?
Bailey, yes.
That's Bailey.
Bailey Dayton.
Bailey Dayton. Yes.
Miss Missouri, 2017.
You know what? I think I already have a nickname for her now that Pete brought this up.
Yeah. Who would she? Tiara.
Just call it Tiara. Oh my God, Pete, Bob. Oh my God, we came up with that at the same time. Kathy, what do you think about me and Bob just coming up with that at the same
I
time?
love it.
Peter, can we leave now?
Yeah, might as well.
We know that's going to be a summer of joy. Oh my God.
Here we go, another
Summer
contestant.
Pain.
Quick.
Chris,
Yeah.
quote unquote, Swaggy C. Williams. He's 23 from Bridgeport, Connecticut. He's a day trader. So he's a 23-year-old day trader from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Who
And he
calls
thinks he's
himself
Pauly D.
Swaggy C.
Swaggy C from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Day trader. Come on. I stay down in Bridgeport, Connecticut every now and then. It's not because I'm going to Yale, although I wish it was.
Yeah, right.
But I'm down there for other reasons.
He
and-
sounds like he wants to be a cast member on the Jersey Shore. He's on the wrong show.
I think he might be on the right side. Swaggy C.
I don't know that one.
26-year-old Fasil Shafat from Orlando, Florida, is a substitute teacher.
A substitute teacher. That sounds
Bob's
like an
runner.
actor. That's an actor to me. They've re-given him another thing. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then now we have Haley. We've got Bailey and Haley.
Haley Brousher.
Yes.
She's 21 from College Station, Texas.
Too young.
And she's a college student.
Oh God, no, too young. Yeah. 21 is still
that's
too young.
That's the youngest you can be on the show.
I
Because
know. It's still too young. Too young for me.
Okay, here's your gay token, Bob. J.C. Mondo. He's 28. Originally from Miami, Florida, from Spain. He's in West Hollywood now, and he's a professional dancer. And in his bio, he's wearing a pink tank.
Well, he'll probably be. He'll last about. He'll be a friend.
He'll be around for a while.
Yeah, he'll be around for a while.
Yeah, as usual, history will prove the girls will take to him.
Yeah.
Caitlin Herman is age 24. She's currently in Encino, California. She's a life coach. So, Bob, we have a life coach who's 24 years old.
What does a 24-year-old person
know about That's exactly the thing that came to my mind when I read that. A 24-year-old life coach.
God help me.
Oh God!
All right, and then we've got this. We've got a professional
but you know,
player.
one of her favorite activities
is it?
outside of taking pure berry classes and meditation.
Yeah, what is it?
She likes watching reality TV. So she sounds like she's somebody who's really out there.
Oh, she
might do really well on a game show like this because she knows the game show.
Yeah, that's true.
Could.
That's true. Okay, so now we've got this woman with a Tom knot here. Her name is Casey Clark. She's 30 years old. What does she do?
She's currently from Tempe, Arizona. She is a pro football athlete.
What is a pro football athlete? What I don't know what that means.
She plays on a
professional
There's women's
football.
league. She makes money playing football. And you know she doesn't look like a bruiser, so she's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Rachel Swindler is age 29.
With a name like Swindler, she's going to do really well on the show.
And guess what city she's from?
Oh, shit, Massachusetts.
No. Swindler.
South Carolina.
No, Vegas.
Oh, you're kidding. She's a Vegas showgirl. She's got to be a Vegas showgirl.
She is a Vegas entertainer, actually.
There you go.
Oh, another actor.
And if you take a look at the...
she's 29.
If you take a look at the headshot, I'm not going to say over the air right now what type of entertainer I think she is.
Hey.
Well, I think it might involve dancing.
Aesthesiast. as we used to say.
Okay, I'll give that one to you.
Yeah.
Sam-
That'll be one of the things we'll discover through the summer, that she is actually a stripper.
I did.
I think we'll have a week.
I
on
wasn't
that.
going there, Bob.
Yeah, but, well, that's
Rockstar.
That's yeah. All right, so yes.
Sam Bledsoe's age 27. She's from Stewart's Draft, Virginia. She
is
a welder.
A welder.
Yes.
Well, that's good. A woman who welds.
Yeah. And she's into building, creating things, fishing, swimming. Oh, she's a tomboy.
We need one of those on every show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I think I'm gonna put another star.
Swindler.
That's another person I'm going to look out for.
Okay. Now, this Scotty, there is always somebody that has glasses on that looks like nerd.
Okay.
This is Scotty. What's his name?
Scotty Fulton. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He is a shipping manager, age 26.
Shipping manager at 26. Jeez, he's worked his way up. Yeah, very good.
Depends on where he's a shipping manager.
Yeah. And what does he like to do? Golf?
Disc golf and CrossFit. And watching movies.
Oh, man.
Not my type of guy.
Here's the 40-year-old. Oh, God. Get rid of him.
And at 40 years old, he's
not that I want. I think we ought to try it with 40-year-olds. Every one of 40-year-olds some year.
Yeah, and at 40, he is the oldest on the crew. However, we typically have someone reaching upwards towards 50.
Yeah.
He's currently from Wanakee, New Jersey. He is a former undercover cop.
There's your sleeper.
He's the
There's your sleeper
he's the cop from Jersey.
Because he's the guy that's going to evaluate all the people and have them all read by episode 2.
Yeah. All right. Tyler Crispin is 23 years old. He's from Hilton Head, South Carolina, and he is a lifeguard. And he looks like a lifeguard.
Well, he does, but I thought it was a woman. So we're
that was my first thought too.
Yeah.
Pretty hair.
I can't decide whether and. So
we're unsure. This is good.
We're not sure on this.
We're going to find out.
But that's okay. I mean, we can be unsure about it. I mean,
and if they are transgender, then it's okay. And it'll be, if they are, it'll be interesting to see if they come right out on the first episode, or if they only tell one or two people and then wait half a season.
Right. It's exactly right. What have you got? News coming in? What's that?
You know what I'm playing, don't you?
No, what is that? What's this?
All I know is he's taking up time as I'm trying to wrap up.
Yeah.
It's the Baywatch theme.
Oh, Baywatch. Well, Tyler looks like she or he could fit into Baywatch.
Oh, God. Winston Hines is 28 years old. He's from Bowling Green, Kentucky. He is a medical sales rep. So I think he's going to be kind of plain and boring.
Right.
I don't see him going very far.
And but
wait a minute, he's been living alone for 2 years. He's all over this.
Okay. He's been living.
I've been living alone for 2 years now, so isolation is somewhat normal for me. But that feeling of total cut off from friends and family will be a struggle.
I called that one right, Bob.
Holy mother!
Sometimes you just look at somebody.
Oh my God! Hey, and here's the other deal. We don't. They have yet to add the former contestant who will become. Don't they always add a former contestant from years
back? The past 3 years, they've had somebody return, and they need to get away from that. It was determined that we're tired of seeing all-stars come in.
Okay.
So supposedly, and this according to what the executive producer mentioned last week, no all-stars this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
No all-stars.
No all-stars this year.
So
we're going back to where it was 4 years ago with a completely fresh cast.
All right.
I like Rockstar's.
Wait
a minute. I like Rockstar's. What will you bring into the house with you? A statue of Ganesh, elephant god, remover of obstacles. There's strike one. Strike two, some sage to burn to remove the bad juju from all the shade thrown around the house. Strike two.
And she's a parrot.
Three, a variety of crystals to use for different power purposes. Strike three.
Nice stay-at-home mom.
Oh, my God. The rock star.
What is she teaching her kids?
What's her real name? Catherine?
Angie.
You know what?
Look at the glasses. That's all you need to see. Look at those glasses.
You know, we shouldn't be judging people. We should be open-minded and kind.
That's the whole point of this show.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
don't.
is. They probably put the glasses
Come on now.
See now, the left winger here.
Yeah, what do you want?
He's getting ready to judge, and
Oh, no,
I'm mentioning be all nice and accepting, and
Right. Right.
what the hell, Bob?
All right. I'll tell you what. We are looking for a good experience with Big Brother this summer.
It starts the 27th.
Here's news for you also. There is going to be a Big Brother recap show that will recap and comment.
Goody.
Yeah, it's starring...
Peter, let's get popcorn.
right. Ross Matthews, and...
He got the bug from
and
the winner.
And what's her name? Marissa Janet Winokur? Oh, no, Winokur?
Winokur?
She's the woman that played in Hairspray. Janet.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be on.
Yeah.
So there's a show that's going to comment other than ours on Big Brother.
And they talk about the degeneration of society. I'm just saying.
All right.
So first week
Thank God I read books.
First week of July, we'll come up with our nicknames and get a feel for everyone.
Peter, you don't know what a joy it is to have another summer of Big Brother with my best brother here.
It's going to be a long summer for some of them.
Oh my God! Who
cares?
8:36 and a half. Hey, Bob, go out and volunteer.
I'm going out to cough. Hey, you got to come. You're going to be at the concert
I'm
this Thursday night.
I work them with Jay every year. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. 7 to 9, and it's a Motown review with the Tim Maya Experience, and it's free. Bring your chairs.
The Experience.
And on Saturday, Saturday night is Wow It's Cabaret with Samara Evans and the Jazz Professors in a wonderful show called Jukebox U. It's at the Shortstop Pub and Grill on Route 20, and that's a fundraiser. It's the doors open at 7 for cocktails with great hors d'oeuvres, free hors d'oeuvres, incidentally, wonderful free hors d'oeuvres. Monica Noosh does a good job. And then the show is at 8 o'clock. You get tickets at westfieldonweekends.com, at Blue Umbrella Books, or at the Senior Center if you happen to want a discount. Thank you. And you're a member of the Senior Center. Bye.
Are you done, Bob?
I'm done.
All right.
I'm finished.
Play us out.
Bye.
Generously underwritten by Whip City Fiber, Westfield Gas and Electric, where they offer gigabit internet speed. Whip City Fiber, turning Westfield's neighborhoods into fiberhoods. On the web at whipcityfiber.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Wednesday mornings start off right from 6 to 8 a.m. with Tina Gorman and Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Do you know who I am?
Kenny!
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Who the hell is that? Kenny!
Who is that?
Kenny!
Who the hell is that?
Kenny!
Who is that?
Kenny!
You're listening to Ken's Den with Ken Stomsky.
That's the fact, yeah!
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I fixed something.
Recut it.
What did you fix?
That's not the original bump I use.
Really?
That shows me she's paying attention.
I do.
Yeah, Pete picked up on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you cut?
Yeah, I changed the tag at the end.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
No, that was still there.
What was... All right, I give up.
It used to be a robotic voice that said Kenny the Facebook guy.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I
and now I have a warming, soothing female voice saying Ken Stomsky.
Well, I've heard that, and I knew you said you were going to give up the Facebook guy. Yeah.
So Chef John Slattery in his house.
Hello.
Good morning. Been a couple of months since I've seen you.
Yeah, you had a good trip?
I had several good trips. And I'm looking up at the clock, and Bob really screwed me up with time. So I have one topic to cover with you quickly. Then we're going to do a non-musical break and then get into a quiz. And this time around...
always trying to test me.
Yeah. Well, this time around, we have slides that we're putting up on TV. So if you're watching along on Channel 15, or if you can't get Channel 15, you can go to westfieldtv.org. That's westfieldtv.org. You'll see each question pop up on the television, and you can play along with us. And then, grab a pen or pencil and write down your answers, and then we'll score each other at the end of the show.
I did a little work last night, pre-production.
This What's happening around here?
I don't know. I was just talking to him online. I didn't do anything.
Hey, I try to give my listeners the best, but I do have a question for you, and you had mentioned it to Kathy last month, or maybe the month. No, it was last. It had been the last month.
Last month.
She had brought up Chilean sea bass, or somebody brought up Chilean sea bass, and when I was in Dallas, I was served what was billed as Chilean sea bass, and you had said on the air, well, it probably wasn't really Chilean sea bass.
You were in a metropolitan area, so there's a
I was in Dallas.
Yeah, so
but this was also a hotel or a big resort.
Those are the ones that are probably still selling it. It's just because it's been ingrained in the cuisine of upscale dining for so long as a beautiful big whitefish that some are still using it. It's decreasing in its availability on Earth.
Yeah, it's a Marriott company.
Yeah, that's one of their classic dishes from back when I worked with them 20 years ago.
Yeah, this was the Gaylord Texan resort, which they have a couple of the Gaylord resorts, and so this was probably good odds that I had Chilean sea bass.
Especially a company like Marriott's very big in the truth in labeling. They wouldn't intentionally lie to customers or anything like that.
It was one of the best pieces of fish I ever had.
The thing is, it's nice. It's easy to prepare and make awesome because it's an awesome piece of meat to start with. That's why it was so popular, and because it can be so big and fleshy and has such a nice dense flake.
It was fleshy and dense, and it was moist.
Yeah, it's like
and it wasn't
cod
over
on steroids.
It was like cod, but it wasn't overpowering at all. It was just a real good piece of fish.
Patagonian toothfish.
Okay,
that's the fish that's actually the sea bass.
And
they're a big big fish. I've seen a whole one once when because they ship them from Chile, frozen whole sometimes, and then you butcher them down yourself. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. So I was really shocked. I'm not big on seafood. I like fish and chips. I like the baked haddock with the buttered Ritz crumb on the top, but. They'll have salmon or snapper or whatever available at some of these things, and I'll have a small bite just to get a small taste. Not a big fan, but this Chilean chip, I could have had 3 or 4 pieces of it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad to know that it being a Marriott property, it very well could have been. Now I'm going to be on the search. Whenever I'm at a menu, I'm going to look for Chilean sea bass if they have a good seafood selection.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, Pete, let's do a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll see what we know about chicken.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Commercial Distributing Company of Westfield. Now in its 3rd generation of family ownership, Commercial is one of the premier beverage distributors of Western Massachusetts. The Placek family and the staff of Commercial Distributing wishes you good times throughout the year and urges you to drink responsibly. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
8:50 on the nose here on this 19th day of June. We are going to play a quiz. It's what's your chicken IQ? It's from the June. That's the one sound effect I don't have on my computer. I don't have a chicken or a rooster. I'm gonna have to download one. But it's from the June edition of the Food Network magazine. Occasionally they will run one of these quizzes, and then when I see the quiz in the magazine, I just fold the page over. And then I come back to it when I can actually utilize it here in the studio. You can see I photographed the pages for you to play along. And if you want to play along at home, we have slides up on the panel. So
on the stream, you can read it.
Either at Comcast Channel 15 or WestfieldTV.org. Let's start with number 1, okay? You are carving a roast chicken. Now, Chef, how we do this is we can talk about how we're answering it. We can even mention our answer, but we just answer it and then we go on and then we beat each other up at the end after we find out.
How about if you've only carved a chicken once in your life or less?
How about if the only chicken I get are
Yes.
those little round pieces in a bag from McDonald's?
That's pre-carved.
All right, so you're carving a roast chicken. What part do you slice off first? The breast, the wings, or the legs? And I know which one this is because I watch Food Network a lot and I'm a foodie.
Oh, do you slice off first?
Yeah, which one do you cut off first?
Wait. That changes it.
There's only 3 options here, Kathy.
No,
Can we go on to number 2 now?
I don't know. Go ahead.
All right. So originally I wasn't going to do question 2. That's why there's a little X through it. And we were just going to automatically give 4 points. But Pete came up with a real good graphic for the slide, so people can actually see what's going on.
And see Ken's X.
So we're matching up the picture of the plate with the actual name of the dish.
Oh, good.
So we have chicken cordon bleu, chicken Diane, chicken a la king, and chicken divan to choose from, and we need to determine which one is which. And I think I got this one down pretty good.
Okay,
I think.
I'm just going to leave mine with the X on it. That's it.
I
I'm
can't
good.
see the D on my photocopy very well, unfortunately. So you got at home probably have it better.
What do you think of that picture right there? Does that help?
Still looks like a pile of stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a pile of stuff. But if it's not,
well, if it's process of elimination, even for a chef.
Yeah, if it's not one, it's not the other, then it has to be.
I couldn't see the mushrooms in D. That's the key. That's the giveaway is the mushrooms.
Yeah. Which hopefully I think I got everything correct here. We're gonna find out at the end.
I have no clue.
All right.
I will accede.
So
to
because we answered these, you don't get the 4 points.
Honey, I'm not getting any points here.
All right. Moving on to question number 3, and Pete's really good about turning around and getting the slides up. Number 3, which of these is a sure indication that your chicken is done? All right. A, the juices run clear. B, it's golden brown on the outside. C, the internal temperature is 155. Or D, none of the above.
It does say sure indication.
Sure indication. And because it says sure indication, I need to go with, I just looked over to what Chef chose. Yeah, he and I have the same answer.
Yeah, but is that the right answer?
We're going to find out, aren't we?
Well, we'll see.
Because learning
sure is
with
a very specific word.
With barbecuing, it's always internal temperature. Not cook time, not temperature time, it's internal temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just saying.
All right. Did you get through that one, Kathy?
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Let's
I'm
go.
just enjoying
These aren't
this.
beef questions. They're chicken questions. It's
You're
out of
right.
our realm.
That's my problem.
I have my eyes out for a cow one.
Beef.
All right.
I'm good.
All right. Are we ready to go on to number 4?
Please.
All right. Number 4. Which of these is not a thin chicken breast? Scallopini, cutlet, Pollard, or Supreme?
I'm guessing on that one.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Are all these really guesses?
Yes, I have no clue.
Oh my!
The next one you should be able to handle.
Round
No wonder why you're so thin.
She doesn't question what she eats. So
And I've seen her children too. They're thin too. Were they malnourished when they were growing up or something?
No, we had steak every night.
All hail the protein.
Okay, going on to number 5. Label these chicken parts whitest to dark.
What?
White or dark.
White or dark. I'm sorry. All right, so you have breast, thigh, drumstick, and wing. So you need to label
I
them.
know that one. Ooh.
You know them, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
That one I do know.
I happen to. I have an issue with that question because one of those pieces could go either way.
Yes, it could.
Do you agree with me on that one?
I did.
Okay, so Chef and I.
I did too. I agreed.
Chef and I both agree that there may be an issue with question 5.
I have an issue.
This is what happens when you put a chef and a foodie in the same room.
Yeah, I understand that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go on to number 6.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. How much meat does
we're going to be guessing on that one. You might have a better shot.
Well, I mean, I buy them like twice a week for my family when I'm not cooking, so I get an idea about the process.
Yeah.
I don't know what an average rotisserie chicken would be.
The one you buy at the grocery store and take
I
home.
know, but I don't know how many pounds.
It's about 2.5 to 3 pounds.
Oh boy.
Cooked, not deboned. Injected with a solution of up to 15%. Number 6 is how much meat does the average rotisserie chicken yield? All right, and they give you 1.5, 3, 4, or 5 cups. Now I can put that into weight, but I've never really thought about putting that into cups.
Weight and volume are different. Cups is volume.
Yeah, and that's what's messing me up. So
No clue.
So the average, I think I know which answer I'm going with. Oh, this one's interesting. Now how? Now I actually have to say it in order to ask the question, right?
No, you don't.
Pronounce it
You
both
can
ways.
spell it. You could spell it.
How do you? Yeah, good idea, Kathy. How do you spell G-I-B? How do you pronounce Giblets? Giblets or giblets? So is it giblets or giblets?
Yeah.
Yeah. You call them one or the other?
It's a pronunciation. I mean, I spell it the same way they do too. So I think I go switch back and forth sometimes myself.
All right, we're on to number 8. All right, this is a partial visual. Although if you didn't have the visual, you could still probably play along. We're matching.
Oh yeah, we could.
We're matching the country.
Visual came out really good on TV.
We're matching the country of origin to the dish. So we have France, Taiwan, India, and England. We have chicken with 40 cloves of garlic. We have coronation chicken salad. We have butter chicken, and we have 3-cup chicken. Now, I know for a fact 2 of these. And one of the reasons I know is because of Top Gear. They cooked one of these dishes on one of their episodes. so that might be a hint for some of these. But we have to match up England, India, Taiwan, and France. So I'm looking at India. I'm looking at
I know 2
England.
of the 4 for sure.
Yeah,
right?
2 of the
Me
4.
too.
now I'm back and forth.
I know none of the 4.
Come on.
Come on.
Use your knowledge. It's in there.
Now
there's clues like Jeopardy where there's a clue in the question.
Now I think I may have gotten France and Taiwan correct too, just because of the wording of the dish.
I don't know.
All right, are we ready to go on to number 9?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Number 9. Number 9.
9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
A number 9 with extra cheese, please.
Yeah, baby.
That
you're talking.
That was one of my first jobs.
Cheeseburger and a large orange drink. Remember that one?
No, but a number 9 is a Philly steak and cheese from a specific sandwich shop in the Boston area.
Yeah, so JPEG Lucas actually is complained now, Jay, because it's not always a steak. You're asked now if you want steak or chicken.
Whoa.
Yeah.
When I worked there 20 years ago, they were separate dishes.
No. Now you're asked, do you want steak or chicken with your number 9?
That's funny.
Yeah, he made a big stink about it. Okay, we are up to number 9. Number 9? I'm not going to do that again. I automatically do that. I automatically do that.
This is a targeted question to you.
Speaking of 9 o'clock, WSKB FM Westfield. See, I got the legal one. Number 9, what's the main reason why many chefs tie chicken legs together with twine before roasting?
I'm torn on this one.
It helps the meat cook more evenly.
The real answer isn't even out there. No.
Thanks.
Okay.
It makes the chicken easier to carve. It keeps the stuffing inside. It looks fancy. Now there is a Food Network host who's completely against stuffing, but he had a turnaround a few years ago, and he will accept stuffing a bird. Yeah, to stuff or not to stuff, I guess it depends on how long you want to wait and what you're going to do for a presentation. And that's a whole nother show altogether. But of the 4 options, I think I have to go with what I feel is correct.
Practical?
Practical. Yeah, and it makes sense.
Question number 10.
Okay.
What is a capon?
It's what I put on when I do a story.
So Superman wears. A French chicken breed, an older bird meant for braising, a premium grade of chicken mostly found in restaurants, or a castrated male chicken.
Ouch.
Dun, dun, dun.
How do you even castrate a chicken?
I'm not going there.
Let's just say you wouldn't get many giblets.
You know, I look down at my computer and I'm not seeing all of my samples here. There we go.
Oh, goodness.
This is almost over.
We have 2 more, and then we're going to do a quick break, and then we have true and falses.
Easier. 1 out of 2. I'm good.
Number 11. What is another name for beer can chicken?
What? I don't even know what beer can chicken is.
Beer can is when you shove an open can of beer up its butt and you stick it on the grill vertically.
Cavity.
Okay. Never heard of that.
It does make for a very moist chicken.
You know, that's been contested, too. Some people think it doesn't do a darn thing.
No, but it roasts it vertically, which allows
which is
juices to drip down.
The benefit,
you know,
but the
that
actual
kind of thing.
beer inside the can,
You can put water in the bottom of the
I have
container,
no
or
idea.
it based in its own juices. I like.
Oh, you could put a Garnet bouquet inside some water instead of a beer can, and that would be great too.
I use a butt pan.
Did you get that, Kathy? You put a Garnet bouquet in there.
Peter, a what?
A Garnet.
A Garnet bouquet.
Wait a minute. Did you say Garnet or Jarnet?
Garnet.
Garnet. What is that?
It's a satchel of herbs and or spices.
All right.
That you put into water or some other type of stock or liquid, and it acts as like a tea bag, and it infuses the contents into the liquid without dispersing the actual contents themselves.
Yeah. Usually put in a cheesecloth.
Right, some kind of giant tea bag type thing.
Yeah. Garnet bouquet.
Okay, moving along.
Little French thing for you.
I never answered number 11. So the options are can chicken under a bucket, buzzed bird, or chicken on a throne.
I'm going with the fun answer for that one.
I am too. Because I never heard it called. I never heard it called anything else. Number 12. What's the proper oil temperature for frying a chicken?
I know what I do it at. Is that a whole chicken or parts?
Right, and
for frying
somehow my answer is not in the range, but hey.
Yeah, because I think it's between C and D.
I don't know.
No, I think it's between B and C.
Yeah, I think it's between B and C too. I think it should be 375, and 375 is right.
See, when I do wings, they're at 425.
That's
well,
too
that's
hot.
wings because you're just getting them in and out. They're so small that you're just crisping the outsides.
Well, usually when you fry chicken, it's in a pan. It's not. You could do it in a deep fryer, but it's better in a pan.
So
I did it in that beef fat one time. Oh, that was good in a pan.
So Chef and I take an exception to this question as well.
I would say the quiz is probably going to be on the high side.
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the high side because once you drop in the food, the temperature is going to go down.
Right.
So,
and again, it depends on how much chicken you're frying, how big the pieces are. There's a big variable in there, too.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like I'm 5 minutes over, but that's okay. I want to get through the multiple choice options. Pete, quick break, and when we get back, we'll play the true or false.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. Ken's Den, Tuesday, 8 to 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Woo! That was John. 906 and a half.
The turbo shot in my coffee this morning.
Is that what it is? Woo! Yeah, I have noticed a little more energy in you than what I have in the past.
I also have, it's been 2 months. Lots of summertime off.
Yeah. Lots of stuff to go over here. Lots of things to talk about, and here I am. I pull out a quiz. But we're getting through it pretty good.
But school's almost over. They only got 2 more days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The kids in culinary, I saw some kid walking across the parking lot yesterday in 90-degree weather with a trooper cap on. I says, he must be cleaning the freezer.
But we'll be done with plenty of time to chat about other things here. But we are up to the true or false questions here on this quiz. And you can play along if you're just tuning in. You can go to Comcast Channel 15 if you're a local Westfield subscriber, or westfieldtv.org, westfieldtv.org, and you can actually see a copy of the slide that we're using.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Pete.
Way to go, Pete. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, Pete took timeout last night. I sent him a PDF, and he broke it down and made individual slides. So we're going to see how this works, and if it's enjoyed, we'll keep doing it that way.
More work for Mr. Pete. Anyways.
Yeah. True or false? And you know what? We've been through this. Number 13. Chicken stock and broth are the same thing. True or false?
I know my answer for that, but I think I'm right.
Well, some people claim one thing, some people claim the other. I'm going.
And then there are facts.
And then there are facts, yes. Number 14. Cornish game hens are a special breed of chicken. True or false? True or false? Number 15. You should rinse raw chicken before you cook it. True or false? You should rinse raw chicken before you cook it. Now, I remember my mom rinsing chicken, but I don't necessarily know if that's the correct answer or not. Number 16. Interesting question here. Supermarkets are not allowed to sell chickens with added hormones. True or false? Are not allowed to sell chickens with added hormones.
Frank Perdue had an opinion on that, but he's gone.
And that's only one company, so
that's his option.
I know.
And I think Tyson claims the same thing now. Let's see, number 17. Chicken of the woods is a type of wild chicken common in the western United States.
That's almost crazy enough to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Remember that thing, Chicken of the Sea? Who was that?
Oh, Nicole somebody. Blonde girl.
Chicken sea, isn't that tuna fish?
Yeah, she made some statement, which I don't believe, that when he gave her tuna fish, it tasted like chicken.
Oh.
Because he said it was Chicken of the Sea. Who was that? She had a TV show.
I have no idea.
She was married to... They're divorced now. Oh, I'm going to have to think of it.
Okay. We're gonna have to Google that during break, which it looks like I'm going to come up on a little early, and we'll do a full break when we get up to that point. True or false? Tenders are found on the underside of the wing. Underside of the wing.
Right, that's a
yeah.
Well,
yeah. I don't think Kathy.
It's indirectly. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think Kathy's ever broke down a chicken, so she's probably going like, what? What's a tender?
But that's a very.
I thought most tenders are made of breast meat.
Well, there is a tender. There's a tender, just like on a cow, the beef tenderloin. The chicken has that same muscle.
Yeah, it's a little strip.
So almost every place that sells chicken tenders actually lies. Very few places.
Because they're all usually breast meat.
They're stripped. They're chicken strips.
Yeah, and
chicken pieces, chicken, whatever you want to call them.
And they're kind of attached to the breast, which makes this question a little screwy. Question number 19. Chicken nuggets were invented by the development team at McDonald's. Wow. You know what?
That's crazy enough to be true.
Yeah, but you know what?
So.
They're saying nugget and not a McNugget.
That's okay. Just the concept of nugget.
I'm going to be out of power here. I'm not going to have my laptop.
Processed pink slime, deep fried.
You didn't bring your power supply, Ken?
No, I didn't, because I thought I had it charged up.
It's only 1:08.
You thought
morning.
that was chicken, Kathy.
Let's see. Number 20, our last true or false. Chicken skin has the same amount of fat per ounce as butter.
Ooh, good question.
Ooh, there is a lot.
I know what I'm going to say to that
there.
one, and just say it.
You know, I'm gonna say false, because I think subcutaneously there's something going on there, and it's not necessarily the
crispy
skin.
chicken skin, man. Best thing ever.
You know, well, pork's
crispy pork
skin itself isn't fat. There's a layer of fat under that, and that's what I'm going on here.
Yeah, but chicken skin, you can take that off if you could take it off and just fry it up on your own, make like crackling.
Yeah, of course. That doesn't mean it's all fat, though.
Oh.
We will find out what.
All right, 9:12 and a half. Pete, let's go to break.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the queen of hearts every time. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. Somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up. You can't run and hide. Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the queen of hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. That's what they say. He lost his head and he gambled his heart away. He still keeps searching, though there's nothing left. He staked his heart and lost. Now he has to pay the cost. Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the queen of hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. It's okay, he smiles and says, though this loneliness is driving him crazy. He don't show what goes on in his head, but if you watch very close, you'll see it all. Sit down, take a look at yourself. Don't you want to be somebody? Someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up. You can't run and hide. Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the queen of hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Now tell me.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Wally Computer Associates, one of the largest technology providers in North America. Headquartered in Southwick, Wally provides all of the products and services that you'd expect from a world-class technology partner to schools, colleges, businesses, as well as state and local governments and agencies. Wally Computer Associates, meeting all of your technology needs. On the web at WCA.com. Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. That's what you'll find on Ken's Den, Tuesdays from 8 till 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
9:17 in the morning. We're getting ready to go over the answers. Now, we had mentioned chicken of the sea earlier.
We did.
Yes, we did. That was Jessica Simpson who said that. And
known for her IQ.
Yeah, and she says, she said, I know it's tuna, but it says chicken by the sea. So that was one of her many blonde moments.
Known for her IQ.
I do have to think that was a put on because obviously I don't think she really has ever had to eat tuna fish. So,
well, you never
Pretty
know.
sure.
From a can.
You never know.
From a can, exactly.
You never know. It could be on a health kick. Could be part of a diet.
Yeah.
Fad.
So let's go over the answers.
Moving along.
Number one, when you're carving a roast chicken, what do you slice off first? Correct answer, which I got, is legs. By the way,
yay, that was a guess.
Yeah, I got one.
Give yourself 1 point, by the way,
One.
for every correct answer.
I got 1 point. That's it. And that'll be it for the rest of it.
Well, that was the first question.
Well,
you got it
he
right.
said
So
slice
maybe
off.
that'll be promising.
This one, no, nothing.
All right, number
Got nothing.
two, it was a visual, and you're matching the retro dish. All
right, let me try this one.
There we go.
A is a la king.
Correct.
Yep, that's what I had.
B is cordon bleu.
Yep.
Now the last two are guesses. I said C is Diane.
And you would have been incorrect.
it's a
C would have
swap.
been chicken divan.
The key is the mushrooms. Diana's classic beef dish usually with mushrooms. That was the only way I could tell.
Hey, I got all four of those, chef.
Way to go, me too.
Yeah.
I was a 50-50.
Yeah, well, to somebody who hadn't had it, and the pictures really didn't do them very much justice.
I got one right.
Yeah,
excited.
and the pictures were kind of difficult between the Diane and the divan.
Right.
The other
I can't
two
tell
were.
what the divan technically is, and I don't actually remember that classical dish at this point in
Yeah.
time. So,
All right, question number 3 was, which of these is a sure indication that your chicken is done? Answer, none of the above.
that's no there's
Really?
no sure answer there.
Yes.
There's a
That was
the key was sure answer. Now you chose the internal temperature is 155, right?
Yes.
No, it's 165. Right.
That was they put the wrong temperature to trick people
Yeah.
like you. But yeah,
See, I
and juices run clear is probably the best guess if you don't have a thermometer,
If
but
you-
it's not sure.
because they may run clear in one area and
And
not
not
in the
the
other. So 165, and I got the correct answer. I'm nailing this. Am I chef material or what?
Well, at least your chicken knowledge is on par.
Yeah.
You know your chicken.
Oh my God, I haven't missed one yet. All right, this one I was. Oh, I got this one right too. Number 4
Try it.
was, which of these is not a thin chicken breast? The correct answer was supreme.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I
knew scallopini was thin. I knew cutlet was, and I didn't know what Pagliard was. But,
Pagliard is when you beat it down like to make chicken parm or something like that.
okay, so I was right.
okay. See, I was just gonna chef that too. What is a
I
Pagliard?
was
It's a
taking the
cutlet that's been
educated.
pounded.
All right,
hammered.
So technically, it's not a thin
Malleated.
cutlet.
Right. It's another. You cut a cutlet and then you pound it out, so it's still it's even thinner than a cutlet.
It's thinner than a scallopini.
Scallopinis are supposed to be as thin as you can cut with a knife without pounding it. So
Oh.
the scallopinis can be extra thin.
Okay. All right. See, I always pounded my meat when it came to dealing with scallopini.
Then you make Pagliard.
Okay. See, I learned something today. Maybe my laptop dying.
Let's
was
get
not
on to
that
number
bad.
5 and find out about this questionable D.
Oh yeah, that's
All
right.
I got this one. Ready?
What do you got?
A is breast white. B is thigh dark. Drumstick is dark. Wing is white.
What did the quiz say?
The quiz said white, dark, white.
I was right.
It does classify the wing as dark, but in actuality, the meat in the wing is more like dark meat than it is white meat. But there's,
But that's almost where it connects
it
up,
comes
right?
from the breast, so they call it white meat. That's I think the only real. I don't know any other reason why.
So make sure you score yourself for each correct answer on that one, and not just one for answering the question proper. Yeah. So the wing, they're saying white, but depending on whether you're dealing with the wingette or the drumette, there could be an issue going there with, whether. That's why Chef and I questioned that one.
How much meat does the average rotisserie chicken yield?
All right.
In cups by volume.
I'm thinking it was 4.
That's a little heavy, but I'm thinking 3. What does it say?
The correct answer is, oh my God, B.
4. Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I got one right.
Yeah.
Yay!
That was question number 6. You get about.
That must be a super bird.
You get about 1 1/4. You get about 1 1/4 pounds of meat, or 4 cups from the average. Now hear this, Kathy. From the average 2.5 pound bird.
Okay.
Did I believe I said 2.5, 3 pounds?
That's a lot of chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. So 4 cups. Did you guess that one proper?
I put 3 cups.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Chef and I haven't.
I'm coming back.
Chef and I haven't missed one yet, but he just did. Oh boy!
Coming back.
Competition.
We're up to number
Stress.
7.
Thank God.
Yep. How do you pronounce that word? Is it giblet or giblet?
I've always thought it was giblet.
I chose giblet.
It should be giblet because G-E-G-I-G-Y is soft G.
No, number
who knows?
7, according to the experts, quote unquote, at Food Network magazine, giblets is pronounced with a soft G, like genius.
Woohoo! Another one right.
They're found in a pouch inside the whole chicken and usually include the heart, liver, and gizzard. Number 8. This was kind of a visual. We were matching the country. I
think I might have got this one right too.
So we're matching the country of origin to the actual dish. So number 8, A was France.
Correct.
All right. So chicken with 40 cloves of garlic was France.
Because that looks like a French dish. Mm-hmm. It sounds like a French dish.
B is England. Coronation chicken.
Yep.
That was,
I knew C right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, James May on one of the episodes made coronation chicken at one of the outings that he went to, and that's why I actually.
Well, that was
one.
a good. All you needed was an educated guess on that one.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Butter chicken is India.
It is India, correct. So C, butter chicken is India.
So that makes D, Taiwan.
It does. Taiwan was 3-cup chicken. So a point for each one of those that you got correct.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, me
I
too.
want to hear it. I had 2 of them right.
I overthought that.
I'm coming back. Woo!
All right, up to question number 9. We're reviewing the answers of the Food Network quiz that we just took. What's the main reason many chefs tie chicken legs together with twine before roasting?
Because their mother told them to.
Not being a chef, I said B.
I have no clue.
The correct answer, according to the quote-unquote experts at Food Network magazine, is A.
That was my second guess.
A, it helps the meat cook more evenly. To be
I
precise,
spatchcock my chicken to make it cook more evenly. So
you're not the only one
does
in here
Penny, yeah.
who spatchcocks their birds. They say tying the legs close to the breasts keep the white meat from overcooking, so it keeps it from drying out.
Interesting.
Yeah. So a point if you got that one correct. This was a complete guess on my end. Number 10 was, what is a capon? The answer, Chef, did you get it right?
I hope so. We'll find out.
I think it's D.
D, a capon is a large bird typically served around the holidays.
Yeah, so that doesn't help.
What was the answer?
There's no answer there that fits that.
D.
Oh, it's castrated male chicken. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is they end up developing very large breasts and upper wing muscles.
Like foghorn.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had my computer open now because I have a couple of foghorn sound clips.
You said no. You said no sound effects.
When I was at Tanglewood, we, as a team of 4 chefs, had to debone 300 capons.
Oh, dear
just for the
God.
breast for one meal, which was 600 breasts. And then I took all of the wings and drumettes and made a huge, like a big giant jumbo wing party with all the 2 times. 300, 600.
All right, so you know, it says it's a large bird. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an aged bird.
Right, no, because
You know,
of
like an old hen. Those
the lack of steroid or just whatever hormones, the natural hormones make them bulk up.
See, I got that one right. I knew that one. That one I knew.
I got that one wrong.
I'm coming back.
Number 11, another one that I had to guess at. Number 11 was, what is another name for beer can chicken? And according to the experts,
I'm going with C. That was a guess.
That's what I guessed.
Buzzbird.
I guessed buzzbird.
What did the experts say?
The experts say A, chicken on a throne. I got it.
Whoa.
I guessed.
Oh my gosh.
I
Way to go.
guessed.
That was
my number two.
that was a lucky dart. Don't get rid of that one.
It was a lucky dart.
Oh my.
What is the proper temperature for frying chicken?
Okay, the experts.
I would say they went with C.
They went with B, 325 to 350. 325 is too low. You're going to soak the bird with oil. It's not going to get a fry going.
Yeah, 350 is the bottom range of the range that they should have listed, in my opinion. But
I say we overrule them and say it's wrong. Anybody that guessed C, it's right. I'm challenging that question. Here's my buck.
If none of us score on it, we're all on a level playing field. So,
did anybody get it right?
No.
Okay. We picked the.
We all chose C.
We picked the correct answer, even though it's not the right answer.
I started to draw the circle right between the two, honestly, and then I circled C.
All right, let's blast through the true or false. Number 13, chicken stock and broth are the same thing.
False.
The answer is false.
False.
Chef and Kenny knew that.
I did too.
Yeah.
One's clear and one's not.
Because you talked about it one time.
One
on
is
the
just
show.
made from the meat, and one is made with the addition of spices and vegetables.
That'd be the stock.
Correct.
Number 14, Cornish game hen are a special breed of chicken. The answer is false.
I hit true on that one.
Number 12, let me make sure I gave you the correct answer. Number 14. Number 14, yeah, false. Number 14.
Just baby chickens, I
The
guess.
USDA categorizes them as small chickens.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 15, you should rinse raw chicken before you cook it.
I would say it's true.
15 is false. Doing so can splash bacteria all over your
house.
sink.
Yeah.
So that's why I was commenting. Mother used to do it, but I don't think it was right. I was correct on that one.
Salmonella everywhere.
Yeah. I hate salmonella when it gets all over the place.
It's not a good time.
Yeah, it's a real sickening experience.
Did you think?
I need my laptop file. Sorry.
I know what you did.
Yeah.
Supermarkets are not allowed to sell chickens with added hormones.
I would say that's false. They are.
It's a good question.
True. According to the USDA, no chicken can have added hormones. And if a chicken is labeled organic, it should never have been given antibiotics. So 16 was true. I went false on that one.
I
did
too.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Food purveyors are allowed to sell chicken that has but maybe it's just specifically grocery stores.
Wow. All right, number 17, chicken of the woods is a type of wild chicken common in the western United States.
I said false, but I bet you it's true.
No, it's false. That's a kind of mushroom, a wild mushroom that grows indigenously.
The correct answer is false. This edible wild mushroom grows on trees. It got its name because it tastes like, well,
chicken.
Chicken.
Tuna. It tastes like tuna.
I make a fantastic vegetarian chicken of the woods noodle soup, and it tastes just like chicken soup, but it's 100% vegetarian.
Wow. See, this is why I have a chef on here.
Cool.
Yeah. 18. Tenders are found on the underside of the wing.
And they said false.
They said false.
But in technicality, the tender is under the breast, which is under the wing. So in layers, it's somewhere under there.
All right, so what's the real answer?
It's false.
Which is what we were saying during break. They say false. Tenders are separate parts of white meat attached to the underside of each breast next to the bone, which we were talking.
Which is where the wing is attached.
Right, so it's the wing, the breast, and then the tender.
The tender is kind of attached to the breast there.
But it's not on the underside of the wing. I guess is what they're talking about. Bingo wings or something.
Yeah. All right. This is one that could go either way. Chicken nuggets were invented by the development team at McDonald's. True or false?
I would say that's true.
Probably false.
And I would say that you'd be incorrect, Pete. The correct answer is false.
I said false.
A food science professor came up with a breading technique at Cornell University in the 1950s. McDonald's didn't start serving nuggets until 1981.
Wow.
Oh.
So it's Cornell University that's responsible for all those. Never mind.
Hey. Don't you malign
That
my-
sounds like they're mixing science and food and all that good stuff. Oh, wait.
Last true or false, chicken skin has the same amount of fat per ounce of butter.
I'm going to say it's true.
I said true.
And I would say that you guys would be incorrect again. It is false. Chicken skin has about half the amount of fat, 11 grams per
So
ounce.
then why can't you eat it?
Compared with butter's 23.
Never eat chicken skin.
So all of those were false with the exception of number 16, which was true.
Which I got wrong anyways.
All right. 9:34. Pete, let's take a break while we score ourselves, and we'll see how we did. We'll be right back after this.
I gotta thank my lucky stars above. Hooray, don't be late. I can't wait. I gotta celebrate. It's all a fact. We got a first-rate act. It's evident when we make love.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
That's where you gave me that cue for? That's
you're
what I
getting it
waited
on.
on?
Yeah, you're getting it on.
All right, so we did the Food Network quiz this morning. Pete, Kathy?
We tied for last.
We tied for the bottom, and we're proud of it.
I am king of the diamond. Let there be a grand clubhouse feast. Bring me the finest meats and cheeses throughout the land.
So there are three groups of scoring available on here. There's 0 to 9 points, there's 13 to 19, and then 20 to 29.
God, we just made it. Wow.
0 to 19.
No, 0 to 9 and 10 to 19.
We're at 10 to 19.
We're at 10 to 19.
At the bottom.
We won't kill ourselves eating chicken.
So you were not between 0 and 9. If you were between 0 and 9, you are foul. Poultry might not be your thing.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to kill ourselves eating it.
But you can make cake pops that look like chicken. They have a recipe that you can look at if you turn to page 81. You can go out and buy the June edition of the Food Network magazine to see that. 10 to 19 points. That means you are a leg up.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
you don't need to be a pro to enjoy America's favorite bird. You know, he's rubbing it in now with the.
I know.
Now that my laptop is down.
Well, I flipped it, but I don't cook it often, so.
And then there is the group where you score 20 to 29. I scored a 25. I did not ace this. I'm a little upset. Chef, how did you do?
I scored a 24, and you beat me by 1 point.
The student schooled the master.
And he will never let you forget this.
Oh boy!
No, well, the thing I have yet to lose one of these at all, and I was expecting.
You are well versed in knowledge, Ken. I have to admit.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time researching, and you see a lot of different things about food, and you love food. So I'm not surprised.
I was really expecting to lose this one, but when you first came on, I think it was around January. You and I texted for a while, and I'm like, geez, I've been wanting to have like a food type show for years because I'm a foodie and I can talk about this stuff, and I was really pleased when you came on. It gave me an outlet to talk about this, but I watch way too much Food Network television and Cooking Channel television, and even the supermarket. I still walk up and down each and every aisle, sometimes at multiple supermarkets a week, just to see if there's something new or different out there.
Awesome.
God, no.
Yep.
Awesome. I run in and run out to get the things we need.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom.
Yep.
I go in, I get the cat food, diet soda, I'm done.
Diet soda. Oh.
So
I know.
I even
bad
give up the
boy.
diet soda now. It's bad.
Oh.
I know.
I'm
I
on
know.
seltzer now.
So they did score us because we were between 20 and 29. They say we are a winner. See what they did there?
Oh, boy.
You're a chicken ace. Strut your stuff by making fried chicken. And they put a recipe on page 57, so you can go out and get the Food Network magazine if you want to read that recipe.
Well, thank you, Food Network, for that exciting half hour of my life.
That you will never get back.
That's my line.
Oh, my God. Am I talking like you now?
That's what happens when you spend too much time with him.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
I
you
am
are.
so sorry.
We are past Flag Day, and on WWLP last week, you were on making something kind of related to Flag Day.
Yeah, we were using the colors in the flag to make some patriotic styled food. It was pretty exciting. We did a native spinach salad with grilled chicken, and we called it the red, white, and blue chicken salad. We did radishes and strawberries and blueberries, and had a nice white yogurt dressing to kind of give all the colors of the flag. That was really exciting. And then we did dessert. I made a star-spangled berry tart. It was like a giant sugar cookie with a cream cheese frosting and strawberries, and native strawberries from one of our local farm stands, and some blueberries, and was exciting stuff. It was a good experience on TV this week, and I love getting into the themes. When they tell me they have something they want to do, I try and really incorporate it into the dishes. So it's summertime, spinach. The farmers markets are in season like crazy right now. We're starting to get our, we've got asparagus, spinach, the squashes are starting to come in, the strawberries, the rhubarb. So there's just a lot of great things to utilize right now. You can see, I'm doing a lot of pop-up events in the future, and we have one coming up on June 30th at a residence in Loudville, where there's going to be live music, and we're going to have a prime rib dinner at 5 o'clock. You can pre-order, but there'll also be a grill going on with the music throughout the afternoon. You can find that on my Facebook page or on my website at chefjohnslattery.com. And if you have a party or an event coming up this summer, you can give me a call, and I love to work on location to impress your guests and work with the local produce that we have available. And again, you can find me at chefjohnslattery.com with that.
I was going to give you time at the end of the broadcast to do all that. I might still do that. We might do a double hit.
It was pertinent information. Just a great time of the year, and I'm the chef in the area for hire for anybody that needs me, and I love coming on TV or radio with you to share my knowledge with folks, and I apply it wherever I can.
I want to get back to the TV because I originally brought it up for a reason.
Uh-oh.
The Star Spangled, and you called it a tart?
Berry tart. Yeah.
Tart. All right. I didn't actually see it get broke down or cut on WWLP. We just saw the finished product. Now it looked like you mentioned sugar cookie type base. Mm-hmm. Do you go in there with like a cookie or a pizza pie cutter, and does it? I picture putting a pizza cutter through a sugar cookie and it just breaking apart.
Now that you would think would happen, but because we put the cream cheese on it. Mm-hmm. It gives it a little bit of moisture and a little bit of stickiness. Uh-huh. So when I did, I sliced right through it with the pizza cutter right after we went off air. But we're out of time on TV. Yeah. And if you go on my Facebook page, there is a one triangle slice, and you can see that it sliced perfectly, came right up. I was nervous the cookie was going to stick or crumble, but it worked out perfectly. It was a very successful dish. I didn't have enough time on TV to arrange my blueberries and strawberries into a perfect star, but I did my best in the minute and a half I had.
Yeah, I did notice that. I saw you keep going back to try to perfect it. But I was just wondering, geez, how do you cut through a sugar cookie? Now, what other type of dough base would work for something like that?
You could use a pie. You could use a pie dough. I mean, if you wanted to, or a tart crust specifically for that dish.
I've actually done that. I actually have baked that. I have baked that.
The fruit tart is very common.
With a sugar cookie on the bottom, and then you can use anything for the filling, and then you put the layer on the top, and it cuts just fine.
What about
it's delicious.
Like a shortbread would.
Right, exactly.
You guys are talking carbs. My doctor has me on an almost no carb diet.
Oh.
Yeah, there's all that sugar.
I'll be back
and
in
the
a
bread.
minute.
I dropped all the carbs when I was told I was diabetic, and then after I figured out that the medication was working, I'm back on some of my carbs. I don't care. I can't give them all up.
Well, funny story. You ever, ramen? It comes in those like little hard sheets in a box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you're a poor, maybe college student or young, and you're in a rush and you need some quick calories, if you just eat them dry, they're kind of cool. They're like a crunchy snack, but they crumble all over, right? If you eat them right out of the package while cooking them. But if you spread peanut butter on them and you take a bite, the peanut butter does the same thing. It holds them together so they don't crumble all over you. So if you're a poor college student for 10 cents and a slab of peanut butter, you've got a self-nutrition. It won't make a mess.
Sometimes
good to know.
When things were tight in between paychecks when I first moved out of my parents' house, I would make hamburger helper without the hamburger.
What? Wait, what? Oh, just the package?
Because they were like $1 a piece at the supermarket.
Yeah, I can
and instead of spending the $3 or whatever back then on the hamburger, you just cook the package. Hamburger
Never
helper
thought of
without
that.
the hamburger.
Never thought of that.
That's hamburger helpless.
Yes, there you go.
Hamburger helpless.
That's funny.
or helpless, so you're talking about the person cooking. Was you or no? It might have been somebody else. I saw somebody trying to invert something on 22 on a cooking segment. It was the person the day after. I think they try to invert something in it. Almost wouldn't come out.
Oh no!
That must be a scary thing when you have to invert something like a pineapple upside down.
Inverting, and you just really never know until that last minute.
And you're live. What goes through your mind when you have
the month
to do something
before?
like that?
It wasn't an inversion, but I made the month before when I was on. I made a frittata. Which is a baked omelet.
Okay, yeah, that's what I saw.
So
it
cooked in the oven, and then I was like, was it going to come out of the pan or is it going to stick to the pan? And here we are live TV, and I go flop, flop, and it just flopped out of the pan, and I was so excited.
Oh, that's cute. That's good. That's good.
With live TV, anything could go wrong at any time, and you just have to just keep going and pretend it didn't happen and smile and just keep saying
Just
the
keep going,
important stuff.
Because it's like being on live radio.
Yeah, exactly. At least, but the benefit is that, well, here, although we are on camera, the TV, everybody's watching exactly at the same time. So, but it's always fun to go with the challenges. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and I've worked with a lot of great producers and hosts on the show, and it's just been a good experience. And that live TV thing is a fun and different avenue to share my message with you. A lot of the times when you're on doing TV, especially if you watch the Food Network shows, they have a crew of like 10 or 15 people behind the scenes that are making the next step. So when they cut to a commercial, they come back, somebody like feeds all that information. Well, at Mass Appeal, it's just me, and and I do my best to actually put together something that can be cooked in the 5 to 10 minutes that I'm on TV versus all those fake tricks. But like we made the cooking in advance this past week. Andrew helped me make a delicious sugar cookie crust. It was awesome.
Julia Child used to go live a lot, and everything looked perfect and flawless. But I've actually seen some photographs taken off set during live broadcasts, and she'll have 4 or 5 people kneeling on the ground,
sous chefs.
Yeah.
Well, and producers and whatnot, and stage handlers, and they're just kneeling behind the cabinet, so you don't see her, but they're all surrounding her.
Guy Fieri's crew's about 12 people.
Yeah,
2 camera people shoved in there, audio guy, producer, associate producer. I mean, when they did
but that's traveling. That's different. That's on location. Like Julia Child, I was a guest on Emerald Live like 20 years ago when I was in culinary school, and I got to sit right at the bar and eat what he was cooking and stuff. But I mean, every time they broke, there was all this yelling and screaming, directions, people moving. Like, you would never know watching one of those shows, even though it was called Emerald Live or whatever. It's still a pre-recorded show, and there's so much behind the scenes work that goes on. It's really intense.
Yeah. I went to a restaurant in New Orleans years back. And when you're at his restaurant, when you're on the sidewalk, because there's a huge 15-foot cursive E right outside of it, and you know it's his place.
It's called a signature restaurant for a reason.
Yeah.
And he said it correctly. You said New Orleans. Up here we say New Orleans, but it's New Orleans. It's sort of run together.
It's
New Orleans. You said it correctly.
It's New Orleans.
Yep, that's how they say it.
And when you're on the road out there, you drive on a route.
Here we go.
Right?
Oh, for cripe's sakes.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Yeah, there's a couple other city names that are like that, which aren't coming to me right now because my laptop
Massachusetts is just rife with...
Where?
Massachusetts. We're right. Where? Worcester, and there's a ton of them that we just don't say. We say it, but no one else can.
Don't we have that town with the village with the longest name in the country or something like that? It's a lake and a village. Or
there's a
like
lake.
29 letters long or something. Yeah.
And that's a concert venue where a lot of 80s acts go now. Oh. And it's a huge concert venue. You can buy Lake Quinnipiac or something like that.
Cool.
My former boss goes there all the time.
Wonderful stuff here in our state. Yeah, we have great food and we have great culture.
But it's a big
stuff.
outdoor concert venue.
Nice. I like outdoor concerts.
I'm gonna have to come up.
I like cooking at outdoor concerts. I got to cook at Tanglewood, and that was like the epitome of cooking at an outdoor concert for a whole summer. But so many times in my career, I get to do my craft while live music is being performed, and that's one of the coolest things. Because food and music go together pretty good. Eating in silence is kind of boring, and cooking and music with live music is even better.
Summer barbecue and music go very well together.
Absolutely. I'll plug that June 30th date again. Look, where we have live music outdoors with a nice cafe, located in East Hampton, Southampton area. Good.
So
stuff.
I have a television on when I eat.
So I had very good luck making a pork belly.
Ooh.
So I smoked a pork belly, and this one didn't have skin on it. It didn't have the hard layer of skin on it.
How'd you wrap the thing?
What do you mean? I just know I straight.
You smoked it.
Thanks. So what I did is I was cut off with some of the fat on the top, and I put it on a rack above it, and I flavored that with barbecue seasoning as well.
Oh, and let that drip down.
And let it drip down, and then it made a nice crackling that was, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, that other piece that just smoked it by itself?
Yeah, it just smoked it, rendered all the fat down, and then it was just barbecue seasoning, and it was like a piece of crackling, and it was like, oh my God, it was so good.
That sounds so yummy.
And then what you do is you don't eat it right away. You refrigerate it, and then you salt and pepper it and put it on a griddle and cook it like bacon, like nice thick slabs of bacon, so you have crispy pork belly.
Yeah.
And it is the best.
A lot of times you'll see that on restaurant menus where they cube it into like 1-inch cubes, and then that way you can kind of like take that in a cracker almost and spread the goodness on something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next time I do it,
I'm getting hungry now.
Next time I do it, Ken, I'll give you some.
Well, I'm going to go home and eat.
Roxanne took your portion over at the Westfield News. They asked. They begged. I brought them some.
Well, I do want you to know I cooked my nettles. I went out and I picked them, and you have to bring them in and you use only the leaf part. Use gloves. Supposedly, once you rinse them, you won't sting.
Oh.
That's what they said, but I'm not trying it that way. So I rinsed them off. It smelled just like spinach when it was cooking, just like a spinach, but it didn't have as much of a taste as the spinach did. I'm going to try it again, but they're getting a little tall now. But I did read that you could just cut the tops off because it needs the new growth, not the old growth. So I'll try it again, folks.
Excellent.
There are bushels out in my field.
Native cuisine, unneglected things that we can eat out there. There's free food all around us. It's pretty neat stuff. Some of that cool stuff is at the farmers markets too. When you go now that they're popping up full season.
Now, do you do anything at the farmers market here in town?
I have not done anything at the farmers market here in town yet, but the summer is early. I'm working on a mobile food operation to be used here in town. I have some spaces in Otis area around the lake where I'll be available on the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, doing some different things on Route 8 and Route 23 with that mobile operation, as well as a lot of on-location stuff throughout the summer and any parties or anything like that, I'm available to assist with.
Excellent.
Booking up quickly, but a lot of fun times. And it's great to bring my expertise from the restaurant world and kind of bring it into somebody's home and use it for either display purposes or to help save them money on their ingredients or fun stuff like that, and really work with individuals on their specific taste, whether it's just for their family for a meal or for a big party or a festival.
And how do they get in touch with you again, John?
You can reach me at my website at chefjohnslattery.com or send me an email at chefjohnskitchen at gmail.com. The Z is a throwback to my literature teacher. She's probably rolling over in her grave a little bit. But I learned a lot when I was a senior in high school. We talked about the theater of the absurd. And any of the books that are written in that style that start off a little strange, they always have an indicator that things are not quite right. But that doesn't mean they're bad.
I thought you were just trying to be hip.
Well, maybe. I just knew that I had to qualify because my English teacher, if she ever sees it, will probably find me and hunt me down. So there's a reason.
I want to thank you, John, for coming in this morning. It was nice seeing you again after a few months. Kathy, I want to thank you for side chicken.
You didn't know anything about chicken. Yes, I did.
We got to get away from the chicken next time.
Yes.
Pete, thanks for pushing buttons on the Radio Millennium. I want to thank my audience out there who's either listening or if you're on Channel 15 watching. Thank you for 2 hours of your life you're never, ever going to get back. Next week, we're playing Making the List, and the topic is duets. So I've got my selection in already. I know Kathy has hers. She was the winner during the last round, so she picked the topic. 2 weeks from now, I have a guest co-host and a soon-to-be announced guest. I'm working on a few things. 3 weeks from now, Dan Paquette from the library is here. My guest co-host that morning, because Kathy will not be here in July, will be Harry Rock. 4 weeks from now, Chef John Slattery is back in the studio. And our guest co-host that day will be Basha Bell.
Oh, exciting. I met her at the big Southwick and Westfield Chamber of Commerce event recently.
Yeah. So she'll be in the morning that you're back here in a month.
Awesome.
All right, that's all I have. I'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bombadita, 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 bombadita,
Until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then.
Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber,